Hey guys, I am back with my first ever Project Tin Pan finale. This Project Tin Pan took me so much longer than I anticipated it. I started it at the beginning of this year and now we are in like the last 2 weeks of May and I just finished it. But that's okay because I think I have a really good idea now on how long things take to finish. I think my next project pans will be a little more successful and I actually used everything up to the last drop, so I'm okay with it. So let's get started with the things I finished up. And I do actually have a little guest beading in case you see her in the background. Can you say hey?
Hey.
Okay. I'll try to go in order of the way I finished the items if I can remember. Okay, first off is the Jouer Lip Enhancer Conditioning Lip Treatment. This was fine. It wasn't anything to write home about. I do have another one that I need to get through. It's a little deluxe size. Hey. Okay, anyways, so this was fine. Second up, what? What do you want to say?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, bead some, okay? Okay, the next thing I finished up was the Urban Decay De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. And this is the little baby size. I don't think this is fantastic. I have a few more of these. I'm not going to repurchase anymore, but, you know, it went. It was fine. Another item was the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base. And this was brand new when I started. It was around there. And it didn't take me too long. I mixed this in with my foundations. It wasn't the best. I think the MAC Strobe Cream provides more of like a luminous look to your face if you want to have that dewy, glowy look. As opposed to this, I wouldn't shell out the money that this cost for this item. It wasn't that fantastic. This sounds like a bit of a bummer, and I don't mean it to be that way. Okay, I can't really remember about where I used up the next one, so we'll just continue. This was the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I wasn't using up this because I didn't like it. It was just, I use it every day. I decided to throw it in the project pan, you know. I had taken the stopper out of this a long time ago. Maybe like a year ago or 6 months ago. Well, it's been way more than 6 months ago now. I don't know. And once I took the stopper out, I still had just product after product after product. And eventually I got to the point to where I wasn't getting a ton, so I scooped what was left out and I depotted it into a empty contact case. And I should have saved the contact case, but I mean, it's empty now. And once I did that, that lasted me maybe 2 weeks. This is a very good product, but right now I'm using a little Urban Decay one I have. Let me see if I can find it. This is the anti-aging one. I used to use the regular one back in the day, but if I use it regularly, my eyelids start peeling and it looks like eczema on them. So this hasn't been doing this to me. I mean, this is fine. I don't know. When this runs out, we'll see where we need to go. But I would definitely repurchase this again. It is probably the best eyeshadow base. Okay. Then I had the Philosophy The Present Clear Makeup. And I used to use this when I was younger. I went through quite a few tubes of these. I would use it as almost like a moisturizer, as like a clear makeup, because it just makes your skin look a little bit better. So it's essentially like a primer. And I decided at the beginning of my project pan, it was up to there. So it was just one of those products I needed to finish the last legs of it. But my skin now, it doesn't work as good on my skin. Which is funny because I just watched a video by Goss Makeup Artist talking about a product that will change your makeup or something, and it was this. He was saying how wonderful it was. So I think if you have super oily skin and not a lot of texture, then it would be good, but on my skin it just wasn't. So not a bad product, but it's just not working for me right now. Then I had the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil, and that's as far as I can twist it. This thing lasted me at least a year, if not more. This is the full size. It's not the sample or the deluxe or whatever. I mean, it lasted like a year. Since this project pan, I have actually finished, like after I finished this, before I finished it, I've used up another brow pencil as well. This has, I think, around double what Anastasia has in it. It's around the same cost, maybe less, but it lasts so much longer. I don't know if I'll purchase this again, because the end is really, really large, and I like the real fine point. But it worked great. I just like a finer point. Okay. Then I had the Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer in the shade Ivory. And this thing, I probably thought this was going to go first. It was up here when I started. And you can see it looks like there's a little bit there. But once you get up to that clear where it starts, where the cap is, it doesn't really have much left. This lasted so long. It was almost the last thing I finished up. So it's a good drugstore concealer. I would definitely think about purchasing it again. Then I had my double-ended eyeliner pencil by Urban Decay in 0, which I used up a little while ago. And that, because that's clear. That's how much I used it up till. And once I sharpened it the last time, the last little bit came out. And then the other end is Whiskey, which was my last item to go. Do you see that? I used the heck out of that. And I counted this as 2 items because they were both pretty decent sized eyeliners. And last but not least, the next to the last item was the Dior Skin Nude BB Cream in shade 001. This lasted me so long. It was there when I started, and then in one update it was there. But by the time it got down to there, I guess because of the pump, it did like some air suction. So it was pulling all the little bit that was left around the side because I could find it flattening. Hey, sit down, okay? Sit down, please. I could see it pulling from the side. So it lasted a long time. This was a fine BB cream, but I never had a color I really liked. This was just a little too pale and pink for me. It kind of warmed up on my skin tone and worked, but it didn't ever... I don't know. I wasn't in love, and the next shade up was too dark, so I will not repurchase that. So that's the project pan. I will go ahead and address a few little things. I am trying to pan a duo. I'm going to show that at the end of these videos so you can see. I still haven't hit pan on anything, but the peachy color shade is getting close. And then this I'm using as a face highlighter, so I feel like I'm making progress. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. And then also I was doing these project pan updates with my monthly makeup basket, but I just didn't like how that video was going. I felt like it was just so haphazard and all over the place. I felt scattered. I didn't like the setup of it. I didn't like it. So I'm abandoning that idea for a while. I'm still changing out my makeup monthly and using different things. And another reason you haven't seen one of these soon is because I was down to the end. I hadn't used up anything. So I was just going to wait till I used up anything before I did a finale, or an update rather. And then I used up the last 3 things within the week. So that's why you're seeing it now. And you will see my next project pan round 2 intro video very soon. So you can see what products I'm going to be using then. So I have to say, so far I really enjoy doing this. But I mean, it takes a while to use that makeup. So that is all. I will see you guys later. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
We'll say bye. Hey guys, I'm back real fast because at the end of my project pan video, I completely forgot to do this, but I want to count up the value of everything I used up in the project pan and then tell you the total at the end so I can really see how much makeup and product I actually used up. I had all the amounts written down and I just truly forgot to do it. So let's just get started. And what I did, if it was a deluxe size sample, then I think I went to the full size and based it on how much it was worth per ounce or gram or however it was measured. So the Jouer Lip Enhancer was worth a staggering $3.40. The Dior BB Cream was $45. The Burberry Fresh Glow was valued at $8.27. The Philosophy The Present was $30. The Urban Decay De-Slick, the small size, retails for $14, which is kind of crazy to me. The Urban Decay 24/7 Pencil in 0 and Whiskey, the double liner is $16, so each of them are $8. The Maybelline Dream Lumi was $5.59, and I think I took that value from Walmart or Target. The NARS eyeshadow base was $25, and the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil was $20. $24. So my grand total of products I used up was $171.26. I have seen some people with probably higher numbers because I've seen some people counting it up, and I could be thinking of like their monthly empties where you can use up a lot of, you know, stuff, but I am so pleased. I mean, that's pushing $200 worth of makeup that I actually used up. And this is just during this. This is not counting any other makeup throughout the year that I've used up, because I know I've used up a handful of other things. So I have to say, really like keeping track of the numbers, even if you don't make videos, sometimes like maybe have your own empties bag and at the end of the month look through the stuff, or start your own Project 10 pan and just put it in a notebook like me and keep the numbers of the amount value. I think you'd be really astonished, and it makes you feel pretty proud and good to see the total. So I'm going to keep a running total throughout the year and see how much I used up. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned, but I'm keeping all of the makeup products I've used up through the year of 2015, regardless if they were in project pans or not. And at the end of the year, we'll have a video, and I think that's going to be really fun to see. So hopefully that amount outweighs the amount of stuff I brought in. We will see. So anyways, I will let you guys go, and thanks for watching again.